Hey folks, just a quick update about that fascinating legal case involving Allarco, the owner of Super Channel, versus 4 retail store chains, namely Best Buy, Canada Computers, London Drugs, and Staples. You see, these are all established retail operations with pretty good reputations, I'd say, except for one inconvenient truth. All of these businesses are selling piracy devices capable of streaming free TV and movies. And these devices only cost the consumer a few $100, although believe me, the profit margins on these gizmos are huge, especially given that profit margins for retail electronics are typically razor thin. That's their motivation for selling these privacy devices, of course, the almighty buck, regardless of the fact that these devices are empowering illegal activity. This is no exaggeration. Check out this montage of hidden video clips. This footage is astounding.
People saying that they can get their free movies and TV shows and sports networks and all that kind of stuff free. They're going to be getting it off of this.
Do you have these Android boxes?
We do.
We do sell Android TV boxes here at London Drugs.
Do you want to pay for it? Do you want to try to get it for free?
You get free content. The Kodi app is where you get all your freebies from.
This has something called Kodi built into it.
Kodi is kind of how you get the free live TV.
Kodi gets you access to free stuff.
The people who are hosting those streams are robbing the bank. You're just watching them rob the bank.
It's not always legal.
Essentially, you're finding methods in ways of stealing the content.
It's not illegal, it's just not perfectly legal.
You know, we can't get arrested for it.
Now, folks, maybe you don't give a rodent's rectum when it comes to ripping off content from the man. Hey, I get it, but I'm afraid this deal really is too good to be true. Why? Well, along with the free streaming, you get an unwanted bonus, namely these made-in-China devices tend to be loaded with malware and spyware. So while you're watching the next episode of The Oath free of charge, your personal information is being compromised by the mandarins in Beijing. I think that's called a deal with the devil. Indeed, check out these streeters I conducted outside a Best Buy store in Vaughan, Ontario last year when we first got wind of this story. Take notice of how the attitudes of people change when they are actually informed about the inherent hacking capabilities of these piracy devices. I'm just asking people here today, sir, if you could pay a couple $100 to get a box that would bring in almost unlimited free TV and movie content to your TV, would you buy such a device?
I would.
Okay. Now, what if I told you by buying such a device, and they actually sell them here at Best Buy, it would also mean that you would be infecting your computer with made-in-China malware and spyware that is almost impossible to get rid of. Would you still buy that device?
No.
If you had the opportunity to buy a device for a couple $100 that would give you unlimited access to free TV and movies, would you buy that device?
Probably, yeah, depending on what it is.
Okay. Now, what if I told you, sir, the catch is that these devices are being sold and Best Buy sells them, but they are loaded with malware and spyware. These are made-in-China boxes, of course. Would you still, I guess, give up your privacy if it meant getting free TV and free movies?
Not at all, no.
Okay, then. So in other words, it sounds like a good deal, but when you read the fine print,
Too good to be true.
And so it is that in an Edmonton courtroom earlier this month, Allarco asked for an injunction that would prohibit those 4 stores from selling these devious devices, at least until the judge renders his decision one way or the other. Now, to date, that judge has yet to make his decision on this matter, and the trial resumes today in Edmonton. Supposedly, there will be an excess of legal wrangling, but a decision might be forthcoming, so stay tuned for that update. Incidentally, I've reached out to the 4 stores. All of them have declined comment. That's okay. They aren't obligated to answer journalists when it comes to their alleged nefarious business dealings. but they do have to answer to a judge. And I think the arguments that will be made in the days and weeks ahead regarding the merits of selling piracy devices will prove more fascinating than anything found on any reality TV program. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Folks, have you received one of those Wuhan virus tickets? If so, please reach out to us. Go to fightthefines.com. That's fightthefines.com. If you've been given one of those $880 tickets or worse, we will set you up with a top-notch criminal lawyer, and better yet, we will crowdfund all your legal fees.